Okay guys, good morning. But I've graduated from school, not from university, and I have like a month and a half here left in the Netherlands until I'm going away. So I was just spending the last week with my family. Jesus Christ, this duck, like, I don't know if you can hear it, but it's been quacking for like 20 minutes since I've been out. But I kind of want to just make this little video for myself to look back on and my opinions on it, because I don't have long left in the Netherlands, and I think I've come out of here from my experience living here for a little over a year. I feel more matured, I'm more aware of what I want to do, and I guess with a lot of new different experiences that I had here. But my opinions of graduation, I mean, I was really privileged. Put my parents put me into a private school, a private English school, and a lot of people, like, I'm really grateful for that. Their reasonings for that is because it gives me, I guess they would, with their beliefs, they would believe that with a higher quality education, I would be able to get into a better university, and that would guarantee my life. But I disagree with this. I think it fundamentally relies on your character and on yourself, and also what you want to do in life. Because I see a lot of people now go into degrees, go into universities that they don't even want to go to, going to live into countries that they don't even want to, because of the pressure, like the external pressures that they face from their parents, or the pressures that they even have in their own heads about where they think they have to fit in, where they think they have to do in order to be valued, in order to be seen as better, in order to be liked more by people. And I think that I think that it fundamentally just relies on your character. And I don't want to sound like Andrew Tate right now, but this is just an example, is that there's a lot of successful people, and you can define success for your own ends. For some people, spending time with people, some people it's more materialized. But a lot of successful people that don't go to university, and I'm not telling you to go to university, I think it entirely also depends on what you want to do. One of the issues is that a lot of people don't actually know what they want to do, and they're not, I mean, I don't think you should be expected to at such a young age, but I think it's important to think about it. And actually, no, I take it back. I think you can definitely figure that one out if you just spend more time with yourself thinking about it. And I think that's the thing, a lot of people don't. A lot of people just give it a second thought because it's too much hassle, and it requires too much energy, and it's too much of a big of a change. And the point is that university and a good school, they can be an add-on, they could be a supplement to your existing life, but it doesn't determine the outcome of your life. And I think that's what people have to realize, is that the only thing that determines the outcome of your life is you. Like, maybe it can help you with your career, but even people in prestige, like high earning careers, they could be an absolute shit person. And I think that's what it comes down to. Like, I realized that, like, yeah, your career is important in that, but I think what makes, I mean, maybe for me, but for me, what makes a bigger impact on my life is my own character, my experiences. And the career is just one of those experiences, and university and school is just one of those experiences. So I see so many people, like, I've met so many different types of people I switched like 3-4 schools, and it could go from people who dedicate their lives to studying in school, one, because they've been told so, because they've been pressured by their family, and because they don't know anything else, or other people who just do shit all, and like, who just go and smoke and clubbing, and that's the only thing that they do. And I think it's important, like, I'm not neglecting the thing that I wouldn't be the same person I am today, like here, without school. I'm sure it's one of the variables, but to say that it's the only variable that plays into my identity is absolutely not true. And that's one of the biggest things, is that you should have an identity outside of school. You should be someone outside of school, and you can push yourself in school, and that doesn't mean you have to just do nothing the whole day at home. And I think that's one of the most important things, is that when people get out of school, they don't know what to do with themselves, because they're so used to that routine of waking up in the morning, doing tasks, coming home, doing homework, studying, having dinner, going to bed. And people don't know what to do with themselves. And I've met a lot of people like that. And just because someone goes to a prestigious school does not say anything about how their life is going to play out. Because not only do people go into careers that they think they have to go to, and then later in life realize that's not what they want to do, and what even is the point of me living like this? Like, who am I even living for if not for myself? Like, and then they go and switch careers and they realize, like, what the fuck? I feel like that's what ended up happening to some of my family members. And I'm seeing this play out as people are signing up for universities today. But the point that I'm trying to get at is that Dana, like, I'm looking at this as just closing a chapter of my life, and I'm really grateful for what it has given me, because I've learned lessons, and I've got friends that I really truly value, and the experiences that I got from there, and I guess just being in that community where parents are willing to pay a higher price. You just surround yourself with different people, but that does not guarantee anything, and it should not guarantee anything, and it should not be any reliance. And it's not for me, but kind of, if you guys are still watching, kind of just understanding that whatever environment you're in, don't forget the individuality of the person, you know. I think I've also had this thing where I've gotten really intimidated if you go to, like, I don't know, like, if my dad goes to, like, a business meeting and I kind of see his colleagues, I get really intimidated. But then, like, I kind of just have to remind myself and be like, yeah, but like, not to sound like this is a really obvious statement, but it's something that I forget, is that they're still people. They still have these feelings, they still have these emotions, they still have their downfalls, they still have their flaws, and it makes it more human. Like, it makes the interactions more human. So when you put these divisions between people, of like what school you went to, what elite university you went to, what course you went to, I think it's more harmful than better, because it gives people that status and that identity of themselves that they're better than someone else just because they went to a more prestigious and elite school. And you could be better in that career place, but I think the character of a person is way, way, way more important. As I was editing this video, I could not hold myself back, but the character of a person and what environment they grew up in, so the environment of me being in school, does have a correlation with each other. So the principles that I've built there, I guess the values, the beliefs that I built there, like I used to do sociology, and school is one of those environments where you're surrounded by your peers, your teachers, your I guess even the habits that you build with, like waking up every single day, it's still part of your, I guess, character. But one of the main points of the video is that you should have a character outside of school. You should take on that role after a certain age, to be able to be that socializer for yourself, to be able to, because your parents and your teachers and your peers, they're not always going to be around you and surrounding you and pressuring you, go do your homework, go do that, go clean the dishes, go do chores. You have to step in and take on that role for yourself. You have to step in and be able to tell yourself no or yes, and I guess be a little more objective. And I think that's one of the things that school does not teach you, is that we're taught to just, if someone tells you to go do something, you don't really question it. And I think questioning a lot and questioning what it is you're doing is extremely important, especially, and this is a skill that you have to kind of teach yourself once you get out of school. A lot of people don't know what to do with themselves, and this is one of those skills that I think I've taught myself even whilst being in school, which I take credit for. And being that socializer for yourself once you step out of that controlled environment, I think that's something that people need to learn how to do. Young people need to learn how to do. And that's kind of what I want to end today's video on. So bye guys, and I'm excited to have a lot to do right now. I'm excited to start, I'm just excited for the future. No, that's it. Bye guys.